This drive right here is what led to the Broncos' first scoring touchdown of the game. This would be a huge drive for them, getting the run game going. We'll get to Bo Nix's 29-yard pass to Courtland a little bit later. But right here, Broncos, they start off on a 1st and 15 due to a false start on the previous play. So they're going to try to get the run game going, get themselves out of enemy field territory. The Jets right now, they're in a nickel personnel, which means that there are 5 defensive backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dime would be if there's 6 defensive backs. I like to teach and talk about this as we go. But this play right here, you're going to see the offensive line, and we'll look at it from the end zone angle here. Quinn Miners and Luke Wattenberg will double team right here. Quinn's going to release up to play side backer. You're going to have Alex Palczewski going one-on-one right here against the defensive end. Courtland Sutton's going to kind of stimmy inside and kind of pin Sauce Gardner on the outside. And then you're going to have a double team here from Garrett Bowles and obviously Ben Powers at left guard, and they're going to work their way up while Lil Jordan Humphrey stays and plays his defensive end backside with Nate Adkins leading up right here to block the linebacker. I mean, good chunk play right here. 1st and 15, you're going to come out here and get 6 yards. Nice inside run there by Jaleel McLaughlin. Okay, hey, forward yards, try to make them more manageable. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, we're going to see it here as well. You're going to see the pin back block here from Lil Jordan Humphrey. Palco, as they call him, outside on the defensive end. Double team right here. They do a great job here. And then you're going to work your way up to, obviously, play side guy. Fullback leading through to block. Inside linebacker right here. Ben Powers going to try to get across. Well, kind of gets piled up on a little bit. It looked a little scary, but this is well blocked by the Broncos. Good job here. Wattenberg's going to push the defensive tackle down. Quinn's going to work up here to linebacker. Nice job by Palczewski in the one-on-one. Courtland's going to kind of run this pill back block here on, obviously, Sauce Gardner. Josh Reynolds going to come in and try to get this defensive back right here. Pill back here from Lil Jordan Humphrey. Nice double team here. And ideally, he's going to try to probably work his way up, maybe step inside on number 30, or he can work his way up to number 22. But then you're going to have, obviously, the blow-up right here. Just good inside cut there by Jaleel. Positive yards is a good thing. It's going to set up maybe a little bit more second and manageable situations. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Just a good executed play here by Denver to get themselves out of bad field territory early on in this game in the second half. Jaleel McLaughlin follows up the 6-yard run here with a 7-yard run against the Jets here. Now the Jets are in a 4-2-5, 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs here. This is 12 personnel because you have 1 running back, you have 2 tight ends, and then you have 2 wide receivers. I like this play here by Denver in terms of setting some things up. Now, maybe if it's blocked better, I mean, I don't know what the coaching points are. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing here. There might be a play available to the outside. Marvin Mims is going to come off here and maybe can block inside where you have Nate Adkins. He's going to release outside to block. They're going to have a double team initially here with Palczewski and Quinn Miners, and then Palczewski can work up here. Quinn can seal if he wants to, depending on the angle here. Obviously, the defensive lineman with the shift late kind of changes things. So now you could get quick double team here. Palczewski's coming up. Adkins is coming up. Marvin Mims is going to come up right here. And ideally, with Nate Adkins getting this guy, Marvin coming in to block this guy, if Palczewski was able to get up here to get Sauce Gardner, maybe Jaleel McLaughlin could take this play to the outside. That's not going to be the case here because you see number 94 is crashing inside here. That might be a backside track where, it's going to force Jaleel to bow out a little bit more horizontally rather than vertically. And then obviously you're going to have pursuit here. So Jaleel does the right decision. He sees the over pursuit, decides to get the cutback angle right here, gets skinny, and then Adam Troutman's finding work against number 30, which is a good decision by him. You're going to get 7 yards. This was 2nd and 9. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2. Let's take a look at it from this angle. Looking at it here, obviously your 12 personnel, tight end here, 1 running back here. This guy moves here in between Miners and Palczewski. He's going to get a chip and then release. Miner's going to try to come in and seal right here, and everyone's going to be down blocking here to try to get up to the next level. Ben Powers is going to try to do the same exact thing here. So let's watch it unfold. Now, ball snapped. Nice little chip. Palczewski's going to release free. Atkins is going to come out and try to block him. Marvin Mims is going to come inside and maybe have a chance to try to block him. And then if that's the case, we talked about it, Palco can maybe get up to Sauce Gardner here. But Garrett Bowles, it's a reach block down here. Backside pin by Adam Troutman. Now, Powers is going to try to get up here to get to number 44 just because, hey, you find work, right? If nothing's in front of you, find work. Good cutback by Jaleel, and he's even going to get a little bit more north on this play. Good block here by Ben Powers. 7 yards on 2nd and 9. Sets up a favorable 3rd and 2 coming up here. 3rd and 2 set up here by Jaleel McLaughlin's 13 yards on the first 2 plays. And hey, for Javonte Williams, this is a manageable situation. Now, once again, you're seeing a little bit more of a heavy front here by the New York Jets. They've got obviously 5 guys down on the line. They got 1 linebacker, and then still they have their 5 defensive backs. So still in nickel personnel here. Obviously, you're going to get these 2 wide receivers going to come out and block right here on the outside. You're going to initially see, I'd say, just a one-on-one right here. You're going to see Ben Powers against this defensive lineman. You're going to see Luke Wattenberg working right here. Quinn Minor's going to help right here. And Palczewski's going to double down right here. They're going to leave this guy right here unblocked because guess what? Greg Dulcich is going to come backside and is supposed to block right here, which frees up Javonte Williams. Dulcich doesn't do a great job here on blocking. He attacks the wrong shoulder here, but luckily Javonte's able to squeeze and get 4 yards on a 3rd and 2. Now, ideally, Greg should be trying to pin this inside shoulder right here to kick out. He whiffs. He hits the outside shoulder, and now Javonte's able to get skinny, but this guy can still make the play here. So it wasn't blocked well by Dulcich. Luckily, Javonte's a freight train when he moves forward and has some downhill speed to him. Now, let's see here from this angle. This is always the best angle. When you want to watch blocking, you want to see how these guys are doing it, this is how you do it. Double team right here. Guy comes unfree. Dulcich underneath, supposed to attack and kick out the inside shoulder right here. Instead, he does the outside shoulder, one-on-one. Then you're going to have, obviously, one-on-one right here, one-on-one right here. And then Josh Reynolds is going to come in and try to block the inside nickel defender because he is the nearest threat to get inside to make a play right here. So let's watch it blocked. Double team, one-on-one, 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 coming backside. Just get this shoulder right here, and then Javonte might have a chance to get a bigger gain because then you might allow yourself here to maybe have a one-on-one. Run number 44 over, but you know what? Denver's going to take the first down. Let's look at it here again. Nice at the point of attack here by Denver. Firm by Ben Powers. Nice by Garrett Bowles. Good double team by Miners and Pauco. And then Greg's just got to make this play. I know I'm beating a dead horse here when we're talking about it, but it's like, right there. That can be a difference maker. Obviously, you're going to have a block right here, and then you just have a one-on-one. Instead, this guy's going to make the tackle. The guy that Greg Dulcich is supposed to be blocking, he's going to come up and also wrap up around Javonte. Luckily, Denver picks up the first down. Now you have a new set of sticks to work with. I love this play design here by Sean Payton, and I also like the design here. Good throw by Bo Nix. This is going to fall incomplete, but Troy Franklin's going to be the guy who's the intended receiver here. I want to go over here pre-snap what Denver's doing. Obviously, this is 12 personnel here. Actually, this is 13 personnel, folks. My bad. You have Adam Troutman, you have Nate Atkins, and you have Greg Dulcich right here. 1 running back. So 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 13 personnel here. But here's the routes and the blocking that you're going to see from this angle here. Nate Atkins is going to stay in and block this outside defensive end. Garrett Bowles, Ben Powers, they're going to down block here. Luke Wattenberg's going to down block. Denver's just going to protect backside because they're going to run a sprint out here, sprint pass with Bo Nix, where you're going to have the tailback coming into the flat. But the routes that you're going to see, Greg Dulcich at the top of your screen is going to bend it at about 35. He's going to get across here. This is against zone coverage. Adam Troutman's going to run up the hash here, and he's going to draw the safety, whereas you're going to see the same design here from Troy Franklin. He's going to vertical release. Corners playing outside, playing zone. He's going to bend it inside. He's going to get a step behind DJ Reed because Troy's got good speed. You certainly see that on this play. Maybe argue there should have been pass interference, but the refs didn't call it. Maybe they just let him play it a little bit, a little 50-50. But now you see the routes coming up here. Good clear-out design there. Dulcich will not be available underneath. Corner gets there a little earlier, in my opinion. Watch underneath. Now, Dulcich coming here, right? This guy right here is going to drop back and probably sit in that soft spot. So, obviously, Nix cannot set his feet here and fire to Dulcich. Troutman's not going to be the preferred option here, though this safety is running, and this corner is going to try to trail over the top because he's pointing, hey, in to Dulcich. So you draw the safety, and you take the speed here with Troy Franklin against DJ Reed. This block right here by Nate Atkins, if he can just get in that inside shoulder and seal it a little more, maybe Nix can set his feet a little bit further, but he's able to try to adjust, set his feet, fire a rip downfield. I feel like this is a nice throw here by him. Now, because he's the pressure there, I feel like the corner here got here a little too early. Some contact, whatever, 50-50, whatever. I guess, if it was a Denver defender, it would have been a pass interference call as we saw on Sunday. Let's watch the blocking scheme here. just straight down blocks by everybody. Route release here. Obviously, he's going to try to seal this inside shade on the sprint out pass here by Bo Nix. Just stay on it. Look, he long arms him. He's able to fight through that. That makes it hard, but Bo's obviously saying, hey, it's coming open, sets his feet, fires as quick as he can, takes a shot on this play here. Bo Nix only hit twice by the New York Jets. Not a sack at all taken in this game for 2 consecutive weeks. Bo Nix has not been sacked. That was 1 of 2 quarterback hits on the day. The offensive line did a great job. Looking at it again, corner gets there early. That should have been pass interference. In my opinion, falls incomplete. Unfortunately, Denver doesn't get that call. This is the play of the game here for the Broncos offense. 3rd and 11, third quarter. Offense has no rhythm all game, and you need to get a big-time play to get some momentum. And Bo Nix delivers here to Courtland Sutton at the bottom of our screen here. The design in which we were going to see this was the same exact play that the Broncos ran against the Seahawks in week 1 that Bo overthrew to Courtland on the dagger against the Seahawks. He nails it here. Obviously, you're going to have zone coverage here by the New York Jets. Greg Dulcich is going to run a little bit of a drag and sit route. The tailback's going to swing out to the flat here. Lil Jordan Humphrey's going to vertical release, get inside the hash and kind of bow across right here. Obviously, Josh Reynolds, he's going to run vertical right here, and then Courtland is obviously going to run vertical and then bend it in on the dagger where he's going to catch it for a 29-yard gain here. Bo Nix has time to throw, fires a rip across the middle. This was a play that gave them so much momentum in this game. And look, you got this guy dropping back. You've got a window where, okay, hey, little Jordan Humphrey's not going to be open. Zone here. These guys are communicating on the back end, and Sauce Gardner's just playing zone, and he's running vertical here. Nothing is there. Now, if they want to in this situation, the way the Jets are playing it, they want Bo Nix to throw it here to Greg Dulcich so they can all rally and tackle, but Bo stands in the pocket, fires a shot across the middle here to Courtland, in between 1, 2, 3 defenders. First down catch. Broncos in business in Jets territory. Watch the design here, right? I want you to look. We're not going to focus so much on Dulcich. We know his route. But just watch how Josh Reynolds going vertically is going to help. Little Jordan Humphrey's going to draw the safety just for a moment. That's going to allow Courtland to come inside and obviously break right there in breaking route. Gets a step on Sauce Gardner. Now Sauce is in trail technique. This window right here is open. Nix hits it this time compared to week 1. That's a big difference in this play. So how well is it blocked? Well, let's take a look here. This is going to be a 4-man rush here by the Jets defense. They're going to drop the linebacker. They're sending him. They're sending here, and off the edge. You're going to have a good job here. Greg Dulcich gets a little chip here, so now Alex Paucheski can work here. Quinn Miners can help stab inside, and now you have in block right here. Luke Wattenberg's going to step down a one-on-one right here with Garrett Bowles. And Garrett does a good job of adjusting right there. He's going to fall into the ground, though. Bo's going to set his feet, though. Rip. First down, Broncos. Let's watch it again in slow motion. DJ, play it back. Good protection here by the Broncos across the board. Now, you want to communicate here because obviously, hey, this guy's coming back around. Paucheski does a great job. Look at that recovery. Good thing Nix has time because then Nix might have been hit. Fires that shot. Look at that. 1, 2, trail technique, tight window, bang, perfectly placed football there by Bo Nix. Biggest play of the day in terms of offensive rhythm for Denver on Sunday against the Jets. I was so happy for Javonte Williams in this game. This was his best game in 2 years since coming off the ACL multi-ligament knee injury here. This is a well-blocked play by the Broncos, but for Javonte, something that he has struggled with a little bit has been some ball carrier vision, not seeing some cutbacks or seeing the holes sometimes. He does it right here because the Broncos, they're just going to down block right here. You're going to get some one-on-ones. Ben Power's going to come up to try to get to this play side backer. Quinn and Luke Wattenberg, they're going to jam right here. Alex Paucheski is going to come to the outside one-on-one against the defensive end. Miners are going to work his way up to this linebacker. And then this guy's going to come in right here. So Michael Burton is going to block him. Courtland Sutton's going to come up to try to get the safety. Lil Jordan Humphrey's going to come backside underneath right here. This was a good play. 5 yards. You know what? Denver's run game has not been going at all this year. Some over pursuit by the defensive end. Bulls rides with him. Javonte sees the cutback. He's going to get yards and then lower the shoulder and get a few extra. Let's take a look at it from the best angle. When you want to see how the run game's going, you want to see the blocking, this is the angle that tells you a little bit of everything. So as we mentioned, Pauchesi's going to come out here one-on-one against the defensive end. Lil Jordan Humphrey's going to come underneath to be a backside blocker. Adam Troutman here against number 93. Garrett Bowles is going to step down here against this defensive end. Ben Powers is going to step up, use his outside hand right here to hit this outside shoulder, and he's going to work his way up to the linebacker. Because they have an A-gap threat right here, you're going to see Luke Wattenberg, Quinn Miners, double team here, and then Miners is going to work his way up to number 44. Palco on the outside, as we had mentioned there. Michael Burton lead fullback block right there against the linebacker, and then step down, boom, try to work that play here. I like this. This was a good rhythm play, but watch Javonte right here. Cut back, bang, over pursuit by the DN. Javonte gets north-south. Let's watch it here once again, because this guy right here is fighting heavy to blow up this play on the inside. He is the most dangerous man here, because now Wattenberg does a good job pancaking 98 down, but now you have congestion here. So what happens when you have congestion? You have to read it. Now Javonte puts that foot in the dirt right there, gets inside, gets north, able to lower his shoulder for extra yards, and now Denver's got manageable situations coming up. Great run by Javonte there. 12-yard run here for Javonte Williams. He keeps his legs churning, but you're facing an aggressive front right here with these defensive linemen. Sauce is going to play outside here. He's going to be run support to the edge if it's there, but then you're going to have your three linebackers here, outside defender, corner, safety, corner, and this is just a well-blocked play here by Denver. The cutback is there for Javonte. He sees it. He takes it, so you can get the inside handoff. Cutback, boom, spin move, and then he's going to flex on them. Broncos in the red zone. They're cooking. They were feeling it here. So what are we going to see from a blocking standpoint? Well, you have a 2-eye, which means that the defensive lineman right here is lined up inside shade of Ben Powers. So that means that Luke Wattenberg and Ben Powers, they're going to double team right here. Adam Troutman on the outside edge is going to block whoever's coming wide. Garrett Bowles is going to be one-on-one right here against 93. And then you're going to have we can say that this is kind of maybe he's playing tilt inside, whether it's a 3 or whether it's a 4-eye. You're going to get a double team from Palco and Quinn Miners right here. And these guys are going to work their way up here. And obviously with the double team here, you want to work your way up to seal the inside backers. Nate Adkins right here is going to chip release right here and then work his way to Sauce Gardner, because you have to pursue this guy. They're letting this guy come free because the idea is to hit this in the hole and then find the cutback, which is exactly what Javonte does. So let's watch it here. Double team. Wattenberg's going to step down here with number 95. Quinn Miners is going to help pin this outside shoulder of the defensive lineman and then work his way up to try to maybe steal this linebacker. Now you got Ben Powers working up against here. One-on-one, he's crashing him down. Troutman on the outside edge right there, and then Michael Burton right here. Fullback's going to lead up to try to get this guy. Just good overall blocking. Now, as you see it, defense is over pursuing. Palco's doing a great job. Javonte sees, hey, the cutback is there, and he takes it. Boom, look at that. Now it's like, hey, now I can plant my foot again, and then I'm going to continue to get north-south there. Good play there. Gave the Broncos some energy. Let's watch it here once again. Nice design. Good job by the blocking. Good cutback. Well-executed play here from the Broncos offensive line. And for Javonte, big 12-yard run. Now watch him here. He's going to flex. We'll run it back. Deserves it. Flex on him, Javonte. Best game in 2 years for him since the major knee injury. This is the Broncos' only touchdown of the game. And for Bo Nix, his first career passing touchdown. Courtland Sutton being the recipient of that. Jets playing some man coverage right here. Greg Dulcich, we're going to look at this. Out of 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. We call that 11. Greg Dulcich is going to run a crossing route right here. Josh Reynolds, who's lined up as the number 1 receiver at the bottom of your screen, he's going to run an underneath route a little bit more shallow here. Lil Jordan Humphrey, who's lined up as the number 2 receiver, he's going to extend vertically upfield where it could be indicated, hey, he might be running a fade, he could be running a corner, and he turns it into a post, whereas Courtland Sutton is just going to climb vertically, get inside, and then get to the back corner of the end zone here. Bo Nix does a great job. Offensive line does a great job. He sets his feet. He fires. He throws. You see the clear out right there. We'll watch it back slow motion. Touchdown right there for Denver. Watch it right here, slow motion. Dulcich getting upfield here. Sauce Gardner on him. You're going to create that clear out. The underneath could be there, but they're going to communicate, hey, crossing route, he'll stay back here and try to help, because this is a hard play for DJ Reed to try to fight underneath all this traffic out of a condensed stack formation. Lil Jordan Humphrey does a great job here on his route. Safety has no idea what's happening because Courtland Sutton is wide open and nobody is there in terms of depth. Eyes in the backfield. We call it Medusa. Bo Nix calls it his first career passing touchdown to Courtland Sutton. Helps the Broncos beat the New York Jets in Sunday's game. Pass protection, I felt like, was really good here on this series. Going to have a nice little double team here. This guy's going to come off the edge, get some chip, and then now Palczewski in a one-on-one on the outside. You can see Dulcich running right here. Courtland's going to run this backside shallow. One-on-one here. Garrett Bowles does a great job. Ben Powers right here does a good job using his inside hand to kind of pin right here where Luke Wattenberg's going to help, and that way Ben Powers can help out here against that. No problem for the Broncos. Let's watch it again here. Nice throw there. A little high, wet conditions. Courtland, 1, 2, touchdown. Big time play here. Defining drive here for the Broncos offense in Sunday's game.